gonna stop? Okay, there we go. What's up, my people? You already know what it is. It's your boy Elbow back in the building, my people. You guys really enjoyed when I spoke about my take on the red pill and passport bro movements. I wanted to make a part 2 of my red pill video, as I feel like it didn't really translate as well as I wanted it to, and really just to discuss the dangers of the red pill. Basically the red pill, if you did not know or see video part 1, is basically the demeaning of women to the point in which, basically anything that a woman does is completely incorrect based on these set of rules. And these set of rules are ever so changing in the red pill. But in short, it's just a way of thought that views women as secondary. And why this is an issue is because a lot of guys that watch this content can be very impressionable, or may have not had success with women yet, because on my channel, I'll show you how to do that in a positive way where you don't have to go off the deep end with the red pill. My major issue with the red pill is these guys, are single, bitter, and lonely. And they will teach you how to be single, bitter, and lonely. And that's really, when you look at the red pill as a business plan, right? Let's say someone's on there and they're spitting their game about, women need to make up, be in the kitchen, all that BS that they always talk about. Think about how they have to create and stitch clips together, right, to pretend that what they're saying is real, to keep you single, bitter, and lonely, right? Because they want you, we're going to speed up a little bit, they want you to believe in what they're talking about, right? So they're not going to teach you how to get women and sustain a happy relationship. They're going to teach you basically the first, I would say, 20 days in how to incorrectly talk to a woman, because there is so much more happiness in a positive relationship than there is in the red pill style relationship. You know what I mean? It's like, realistically speaking, it's like, can you be a positive young man in the dating sphere in 2024? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, guys. So don't follow this red pill media content where they'll literally have you looking like a damn fool. You know what I mean? Like, they'll make you look like just basically someone who is uneducated, who is not worldly. And at the end of the day, you want to be able to put your mental health first. You want to chase your passion and your purpose. And in addition, share your life with somebody. You know what I mean? It's like this bachelor lifestyle goes out of style. You don't want to be the 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old guy that's chasing the 20-year-old girl. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it comes down to. It's when does the chase end? When does that satiation of women end? And that's what the red pill really does, is that it focuses on the gluttony of women, where it's like they're just expendable next, when that really is a toxic mindset, because it really doesn't set you up for long-term happiness. It's almost like, let's say there was somebody who had, trouble with weight, right? And these guys are teaching you, oh, just eat this sandwich and, do this exercise. And then mind you, the sandwich is what's keeping the weight on you. That's what's keeping the weight on you. You know, I just wanted to put it in a simpler analogy, in a way in which you guys could understand. It really is pretty out of this world when you see how it really affects not only, young men in high school, 20-year-old. And I was shocked when I learned that, I'm going to let this guy go. I was shocked when I learned that it also affects, people in their late 30s, 40s, 50s, where they're just talking about, oh, women this and women that, don't listen to women. And it's like, yo, some of the best ideas, some of the best references that I've gotten for high-paying jobs have come from women. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that this red pill content, this sexism, that let's call it for what it is, really just limits your potential and growth, right? So then it leads you to be stuck to this content because you think, oh, I'm gonna learn something new from, I don't know, what are these guys' names? I think they're Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate and Sneeko, all these guys. They really are people who, they're, I'm from New York City, so we would just call them slick talkers. You know what I mean? If you're not from, where I'm from, I honestly feel like it would come across as something new, right? Where the way that they would speak and, this, it sounds smooth, it sounds correct, it sounds right? But at the end of the day, that's not really where you want to be and where you want to go. And to reference back, a lot of references and a lot of help that I've received in the workplace have come from women, great ideas where, and collaborative efforts in the workspace. And I'm like, man, I wouldn't have been able to do it without her, or, in any area, so don't limit yourself to red pill content, because there are so many books, that can really expand your mind, like the Power of Positive Thinking by David D. Burns, is truly such an amazing read. And it really just allows you to look at yourself in that third person view. And please excuse if I got the title incorrect, but just Google David D. Burns and it's his most popular read. And I just really wanted to let you guys know is that as soon as I can speak from experience, right? Where, my girlfriend who, works, in a workspace, in a school where there are some guys who are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and some of these guys ingest red pill content, and it's quickly seen in the workspace if you are ingesting that content, because it subconsciously comes through in how you speak. So, one of the guys that she works with was like, oh, don't trust women. And he's talking to someone who's, in grade school, you know what I mean? Who's very impressionable, who thinks, oh, this is right, this is correct, but it's not correct. It's red pill is very strange in that it creates such a fear of women, and it almost creates like the treehouse effect where, or the treehouse Peter Pan effect where you're in the space with a group of guys, but you don't want to leave the treehouse or the Peter Pan lifestyle to then truly grow and become the best version of yourself. They're keeping you stunted in that growth where they'll say these bad things about women, so therefore you come back to their content. But then what becomes very toxic is that the movement in which the internet space does, is that how you say it? Or the way that the content is formed is that once you watch one piece of content, it continues to push. A big secret that a lot of you guys know, probably don't know, is that there's this gentleman called, I believe he was like the leader of the red pill movement or red pill type of thinking. This guy called Kevin Samuels, and he would always talk about how he was a big deal, and he had so many clients, and that would praise him and do all these things. But then come to find out, he was living with roommates. He was talking all this big talk like, oh, I live in my house and I do this. But in actuality, footage came out that he was just living with roommates, just streaming on the camera, and his room looked really nice. So that's what I call a true Peter Pan effect, where it's like they teach you to believe in something that isn't real, one, and two, isn't helpful. So the real purpose of this video is that I'm trying to reach out to those young men that feel like this way of thinking is for them, but I'm telling you, it's not for you and it's not helpful. Really just take a second and really think about how, is this ideology really going to help me in the future? This ideology has just come way out of left field. I can guarantee you, if you are in the right space, chasing your passion and purpose, helping other people, truly listening, you guys, you have 2 ears. Like I said before, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. And read that body language when you're out there in the dating scene, and not take it so personally. When someone says, oh, I don't really find you, we could be friends or blah, 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 then you know what? Just be friends. But I'm not saying that, oh, you're going to continue to chase the person. Just be friends, and that's okay. You can have female friends, because then who's to say that girl or that woman that wasn't, feeling you, doesn't mean that she don't have a friend over a friend over a friend. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, look outside of your relationships, outside of, just the simple-mindedness of, I brought her back, to the crib, and that was it. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much more to learn in life. There's so much more to do in life. So don't limit yourself with this red pill type of content, because it really emanates through who you are as a person, how you handle yourself in stressful situations. It doesn't teach you the patience, the calmness that comes with maturity, and how to handle, let's say, an awkward situation. Because, for example, not only does it teach you how to be incorrect with women, it teaches you how to be incorrect with other men, because the ideology already creates the perspective that you are inferior. Let's run that back so y'all can capture it. The ideology of the red pill creates a perspective, or comes from a perspective, in which it makes the individual ingesting the content feel inferior. That's what creates the cycle of coming back to that red pill content, because it's shocking. It's shock value content, where they'll say, oh, don't trust women, or all they're good for is this. And then it creates that, oh, we gotta click on it. Oh, look, but in reality, let's do better, guys. Let's think about what our passions are. Let's think about what our purpose is. Let's have relationships that are positive with women, and understand that we can learn so many amazing things from women. Understand where you can go in life when you broaden your horizons. Because if you keep yourself limited, right? If you keep yourself to yourself and just the way you're thinking, and it really just X's out even other guys that have different mentalities than you have. That's why it's so important to have such an open mind frame. Don't just call yourself, deep down, I ingest this red pill content and this is what I believe, and that's it. Keep yourself open. Keep yourself open to the understanding that this content can really do a number on your health. That's one. Your mental health, you know, your spiritual health. Let's talk about it. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? And with those three things distorted, it can really create a life of chaos. And what you want to do is really have that direction. Really have that direction. Focus on your passion and purpose. Keep your ideologies open. Understand that you can learn from anyone. You can learn from anything, any situation that comes to you or towards your direction. Know that you can succeed in a collaborative effort in those that you work with. And also a big idea that I don't want you guys to miss is that in learning, just because someone has a different perspective than you doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Oh, this person's bad. No, like really hear out what they have to say. And if it doesn't cause any harm to a group or segment of people, just be like, I can really learn from this. What is their track record? You know what I mean? Don't let the red pill consume your life. Don't let the red pill stunt your life, and be free from this material and content, and know that better things are on the horizon, whether it be a job promotion, whether it be, success with women, whether it be success spiritually, whether it be, your own physical success, let's say for a weight loss journey, and this is, one of the main things that I wanted to bring to my channel is just have it be a positive outlet, in a space where, we can talk about, various topics, so guys, understand and know it's your boy El Lobo. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you made it to the end of this video, please put a W down in the comment sections below. And please, anything that you bring up in the comments, I will reply. I'm not one of those YouTubers that are like, oh, I'm too bougie to reply. I don't do that. Okay. So in closing, guys, remember, go forth in your day with strength, open-mindedness, understanding, and positivity. It's your boy, El Lobo. Take care, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.